Bilderberg, they would say it didn't exist. Then when they're spying on you, they say it doesn't exist. And then you're apologizing, saying, I know this sounds crazy, but it really happened. All these reporters caught the same stuff on video happening to them.
Yeah.
But again, there's this preconditioning where it's like you that are bad because you're reporting that this is happening. So again, this is the heavy conditioning. Break the conditioning. You can do it, Mr. Skelton. Go ahead.
No, I know exactly. I'm prefacing pretty much every sentence I speak at the moment with, I know this sounds crazy bad. And I know this sounds crazy bad. Anyway, I grab them. That we have a tussle in the Greek metro station. And this has gone crazy at this point. I don't know what I'm calling. I'm shouting for the police. I'm shouting help. Police come. I get detained. The other two get waved away. These two guys were starting to give orders to the uniformed police at this point. Anyway, to cut a long story short, the harassment went on. I was told all the way up the chain. I kept pursuing who are these. I kept asking at different departments who is pursuing me. Eventually, I got an appointment. For some reason, they gave me an appointment at the Department of Government Security, and this is the department within the state police for protecting a special secret. Not secret department. Plainclothes detective department within the Greek police for looking after the government and politicians and government buildings. And I went up there. I was given a complete stonewall by them. They said, no, you're not being followed. Have you got the numbers of these people, the bikes they're on? I said, no. I said, I've got photos. Do you want to see these photos? They said, we don't recognize these people. I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. Your best bet is to file a report. I said, I've filed one already. Next thing I do, I say, all right, I'm off. This hasn't worked out. I say, can I use the loo? They say, yes. I go into the loo, and there in the loo, on the 6th floor of this building, the government security building, is one of the guys that originally followed me in Athens when I got out of the cab.
Of course, it's a big joke to them.
And he looks at me, I look at him, he runs away in the office. He runs away, hides in an office. I'm chasing, I'm shouting. There he is, there's one of the men. I can see him. He's here. I'm shouting. It's absolute mayhem at this point. Detectives are coming out, and I'm led back up into the office, and the captain I've been speaking to is going beside himself. He's going, oh my God, okay. And he goes, look, we're going to sort this out right now. Stay here. They go off into the room, call me into the boss's room. Now, this is the vice president of the Department of Government Security. This is a big guy in the Greek police, right? The Greek state police. I come into his room, he says, what is the problem? I said, I think you know what my problem is. And he said, tell me what it is. And I said, I've been told all along these people aren't police that have been following me. I've been told all along that it is in my own mind. I'm imagining this. And I go to the loo, and there's the man. I've seen the man in this department. I've seen him. And he looks at me and he says, you didn't see a man. And I said,
yeah, but see, that's the New World Order mind game, Charlie. They say there's no Bilderberg Group, there's no North American Union, there's no European Union, there's no Madoff, there's no Enron, there's no 14.8 trillion stolen. The police are now on U.S. television. They're being given this by psychiatrists, kicking people, drop kicking people in the head, saying, that's not a kick. We're adjusting his head. And then the cops laugh on TV. They laugh at us. We rule, you slaves. All right, your phone calls are coming up from veterans around the country. I'm going to clear the phone lines. I apologize to some that we're holding. I've got to get comments from military because I confirmed last week that they've been asking some of the units here in Texas in the Army and National Guard to fill out what guns they've got at home under orders. We did a Google search on this, found out WorldNet Daily on March 21st. See, we don't know everything here. In fact, we don't know much. That's what scares us. People think we're exaggerating. It's always far worse than we thought. Military demands details of soldiers' private guns. Fort Campbell Command reversed under pressure. Then they tried to spin it to say, well, the 187th Infantry just made this up themselves. No, this is going on nationwide. That's the issue we've discovered. See, but you've got to get more pieces as things develop. Then we go, wait a minute, we're hearing this from other people and confirming it. This isn't just one commander. Well, obviously a commander isn't going to, without being ordered, everybody on the base, tell me what guns you privately own, if you live 3 states away or right outside the base. That's coming up and your phone calls. I want to hear from military on this. Has this been happening to you? 1-800-259-9231. Military only, or husbands or wives, people that can confirm this. 1-800-259-9231. Okay, going back to Charlie Skelton. Charlie, remember I was joking last Thursday with you going, does Bilderberg exist? Does Spain exist? Does Portugal, does Greece exist? Does the Mediterranean exist? Because he could have had those officers behind him. They would have kept playing they teach them Delphi technique and other psychological schools, how to just freak people out, to just end the debate right there. He could have been the guy following you in the desk. He would have said, "You're not feeling well." And then the Soviet Union, they said, "Take him away, give him injections." And then 6 months later, being given, 5-10 times the safe dosage of antipsychotics, they'll bring you into court drooling and say, "See, he's mentally ill. Commit him permanently to the state." And the judge says, "That's right." And they take you and lobotomize you, and that's it. That's how they roll here in the U.S. That's how the globalists operate. So see, the next step, if you would have stayed in Greece, kept doing this, would have been electroshock therapy. And I'm not joking, Mr. Skelton. It would have been, he's insane. He sees imaginary things. And you could try to bring news articles in before the judge saying, "Look, it was in the newspaper. Bilderberg's real." And he would say, "Everyone knows you are insane. Take him away." Oh. So, the NAFTA highway's being built all around me. They didn't cancel. They're still building it. And they just say, and you try to go to TxDOT now and say you don't want it. And they go, "We're no longer doing that." But the toll roads are going in. "He's had his 3 minutes. Officers, remove him." So Charlie Skelton, London Guardian reporter, what else happened? So you were in this imaginary place called Greece, imaginary place outside Athens, imaginary police station. You're an imaginary London Guardian reporter, you poor man. You poor insane. They have over 100 mental illness designations now for people that believe in global elites and empires. There's no imperialism. There was no British Empire. There's nothing. If I tell you nothing exists and I'm the government, nothing exists. Mr. Skelton, you don't exist. Mr. Skelton, don't get angry, okay? Okay, we have some Prozac for you, Mr. Skelton. Is everything okay?
I could do with a bit of Prozac. I'm having a glass of red wine instead. I couldn't believe...
It doesn't exist, Mr. Skelton.
I couldn't believe the lies. I was shocked.
There's no lies. Government can't lie. It never has, never will. Why do you hate black people? No, I'm showing you what they do. Why do you want to... Listen, why do you want to hurt children, Mr. Skelton?
It's a hobby.
Why are you saying the Holocaust didn't happen, Mr. Skelton?
Show me the bones. Anyway, I totally agree. It's the lies that can be told are just terrible things, and it makes you doubt yourself. And it makes you wonder what is going on. And at that point, it also makes you cling to the truth, to try and cling to the truth. And I had nothing until I saw that guy up in the loo. I really had nothing except some loose confirmations, which were then denied, and also, but even though that was denied.
Let me ask you a question. Did he come in the bathroom after you?
No, I went into the bathroom. He was there. He was more shocked than I was. He was just going to the loo. I just came in the loo. It blew his cover by accident. It was too bizarre. It was just a complete coincidence that I happened. Otherwise, I'd have gone away and I would not have known.
Sounds like you've got an active imagination. Bilderberg. Bilderberger.
I think you need a glass of red wine as well.
No, I quit drinking it completely.
Really? Good.
Yeah.
No, I should.
That's what I did drink, though. I like red wine. I like Mexican beer.
Right.
Come to think of it, I like everything. Like somebody asked me if I like brunettes or blondes, everything in between. Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you know what? There were a couple of times when I got lied to by various people in various departments of the state police and the police generally that I stopped being able to look at people. When they started telling me a lie, I got so embarrassed for them, I had to look away. It was so shameful. And then when he lied to me at the end there, I was so shocked. I felt giddy. My mouth fell open. It was one of the most shocking moments of my life, that to be told you did not.
Listen, here's the secret, Charlie. We'll do 5 more minutes and let you go on the other side and go to calls, but we appreciate your courage. You need to have fun with this. This got major news attention. You exposed the Bilderberg group. They're arresting you and stuff because they're failing. We're kicking their butt. Realize they're pathetic. You've had a victory.